Hello and welcome to me, Healer K, to your July 2020 Astro Tarot energy reading. And as last month, it will be the same, that there will be two parts. The first part is the general about the astrological horoscope energies for July. And then in the second part, I will go into each zodiac house and each sign, rising sign, to see what's will happening just for you. So, okay, let's start. And I has put out the 12 zodiac signs here: the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And beneath every card I put the planets that are in each sign, and also the lunar eclipse and the new moon, and also where we have the North Node and the South Node. And the changes we can see from June is that now has Aries ruler Mars did enter Aries at the 28th of June, and now Mars will stay here in Aries for almost 6 months. Usually it stays 6 weeks in each sign, but it will go, now it goes direct, and later on it will go retrograde, and then again go direct. So in January next year, Mars will proceed to Taurus. And what's more new here is that here in Capricorn, we will have Jupiter and Pluto come together. So in a conjunction, so it will be Jupiter that stands for abundance and Pluto for transformation. So when they come together, they can create great wealth and opportunities, create resources. And what more? Yeah. And then on the 2nd of July, Saturn retrogrades into the Capricorn to finish off what the triad started there in the eclipse in January. And it will stay there until mid of December, before it will continue over into Aquarius finally. Okay, and the 5th of July we will have a lunar eclipse, a quite small minor lunar eclipse in Capricorn, but the energy of a lunar eclipse is where we need to make changes. And this card states that Capricorn, moon in Capricorn is about accomplishment. And that's the energy we've been seeing here for the last 5-6 months, that there are a lot of change going on with the COVID triad of Saturn, Jupiter and Pluto here. So Saturn returning into here, and the lunar eclipse to take place here at the 5th of July. So more energies will come here in play. But since this is quite slow planets, this will unfold during the upcoming 6 months. Okay, and the 13th of July we have Mercury here in Cancer, Mercury is about mind, communication, and ruler of both Virgo and Gemini. We will start to go direct at the 13th of July. So now could be a good time to make agreements, sign deals, go into new work relations or private relations, because now you will be able to see more clear on things. The 20th, we will have a new moon in Cancer, and a moon in Cancer that's about belonging. So this will be a cozy feeling of getting closer to people around you and in your home. Okay, that's the activities that take place here during the month, and let's revise what's actions we have in each sign. So in Aries we will have the Mars energy, so we will be more active this month than previous. And Uranus continue to stay in Taurus, and the Gemini energy will be transferred and combined with Venus that started to go direct here. And Gemini and Venus now helps us to actually see our life path, digging, finding, looking, how will my path be, and what possibilities can what advantages do I have, what resources do I have, what talents do I have that I can actually use here. And for many out there, you will see that you will find new careers that you actually will start off doing, that shows up from absolutely nothing, that it's totally different from what you've been doing before. Because, and here is the help you have for that. Since it's in Gemini, now shifts can go from one thing to the other. The polarity, the duality of Gemini goes swift. So swift changes. And in Cancer, we have some activity here, and not forget that we have the Sun, the spirit energy, combined in this Cancer energy about being emotional, sensitive, caring, loving, and focusing on family and your relatives, your life partners. And the 23rd, the Sun will move from Cancer into Leo, so that will also activate an energy from coziness to more flamboyant, dramatic, proud and passionate energy that will focus on the importance of self-belief. And then we have Virgo, that's not activated any specific, same with Libra and Scorpio this month. And Sagittarius had a lot of activity last month with the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, and that's now moved into and take place in Capricorn this month. So here we have a little more activity in the Capricorn. Aquarius, it was more energy in the last month, has no planets, And in June, in Pisces, Neptune started to go retrograde. So we have a lot of retrograde energy this month, both Mercury and Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, and Neptune is going retrograde. So that's why I, to sum up, put that retrograde will still be the major energy here, but the shift from July is that we will be more in more home cozy and more energy active with activation of Aries and Leo. So I also notice here that we have air is not so activated this month. So we see more of the Capricorn Earth energy, some of the Cancer Pisces water energy, and lot of activation of fire energy. So if June felt slow, there will be more traction in more things get done in July. Okay, so this is the energies for July 2020, and now we will continue with your sign, zodiac sign reading, and what will happen in your 12 houses. Hello Gemini, and welcome to your Astro Tarot energy forecast for July 2020. And I put out your Gemini card here so you can overview this and remind me of who you are. And I also take out your ascendant card here and put it under your sign here, because your first house is where you have your ascendant. So your first house is in Gemini. And I already distributed the 12 house cards for the first house, second house, third house, and goes around here and finalize with your 12th house and the last house in Taurus. And I also put out the tarot cards, one in each house from my Celestial Tarot deck. So I've been sitting here and contemplating and absorbing the energy from the cards and see what story that wants to unfold here. And so let's get started. You have 8 of Cups here in the first house, the Fool card in the second house, the Moon in third house, Princess of Swords in fourth house, the Death card in fifth house, the World card in sixth house, 10 of Pentacles in your seventh house, 6 of Swords in your eighth house, 4 of Pentacles in the ninth house, 4 of Cups in the 10th house, Princess of Cups in 11th house, and 6 of Pentacles in the last house. So I want to point out something about the energy in the cards here, that we have a lot of earthy pentacles in the reading here. So no need for worries about money. And let's see here, you're an air sign, so where we have your cards. There are not so much air cards in this month. It's cups cards and the pentacles, I said. We have the 6 of swords here in the 8th house. Cups, the Fool. We have also the Fool is Aquarius energy. And 6 of Swords is also Aquarius energy. And this is water. And this is Pluto Scorpio energy with the Death. And the World card that finalizes everything is Saturn energy. Capricorn ruler energy. Okay, so first house is about how you are perceived by others, your physical look, your outlook, so your face, your hair, your clothes, your body type, your energy style, your vibe. And 8 of Cups is an energy of disillusionment, escape, walking away. So people will get the sense of that you are distancing, and maybe we are in the times of COVID-19 and afraid of getting infected, and we tend to meet people in person less. So that can give the feel of avoiding, that transfer the disillusionment and not being connected with people. Okay. Second house, assets, about your finances. And it's that's the house you have in Cancer. So the Fool is taking a leap into something new. So maybe your financial position is changing, and I get the sense here the Fool is Uranus changing energy, and I get the sense here that there are some kind of lost control. You don't feel that you have control over this. So you feel you have the sense of feeling of leaping out in the open air and not know if you will land on your feet, on your face, or how this will play out. Let's continue to the third house. Perception. This is about speech, thoughts, social media, excursions, datings, street life, discussions, sociability. And here we have the Moon. So I sense that everything that happenings now in your network, the discussions about what's happening in the society, that you are integrating that so that hurts you in the deep core of yourself. So that goes down and get processed in your subconscious. And interesting to see here the card here that They both upside down. The duality, like Gemini, it's two Pisces in this image. So there is a story going on here that's affecting you. Okay, let's continue to your fourth house. About your roots, your home and family. And this is the Princess of Sword. And we can see from the imagery here that it's a winter energy. So it's cold and a slow energy. And this is about gossip, spies, prying eyes, but also telling the truth, and something gets revealed. So I sense that in your home and your roots and closest families, there are currently no movement, and this looks like solitude to me. So even if you live with someone, you feel alone. Like the black birds keeping you company here, but it's not the company you're looking for. You're looking for something or someone else. Okay, fifth house. Here we have the Death card. And the fifth house is about passion, entertainment, creativity, play, love affairs, passion, sex, children, humor, romance. And so it looks like your passion house, your creativity has come to an end. So it's a cycle that is closing, and it's something important for you that is closing. And when something close, a cycle finish, something new is to begin. And I can see here in the seventh house we have also a closing and the seed to a new beginning. So I get the sense that the family and passion is related to each other. So something has ended here, and it has already happened. Sixth house is about craft, your work, health, daily rituals and daily routines. And here you have the World, and it's the final card in the major arcana. That's also finalizing a cycle. So I guess this has to do with your work, since you have the Fool card here in the house of your money, your second house, your assets. That it's a dynamic here, that something at work came to an end that also impacted your finances. So also here you are awaiting a next step, a new start. The Fool is the first card in the major arcana, signifying a seed is going to be planted that will later become the new start, that will be manifested. In the 7th house of relationship, companionship, private, family, spouses, marriage, business partners, bosses at work, or other significant people in your work area. This is also has come to an closing, and this could also be pension money paid out, and you will start your new life as retired, or you left your job and you did get some money with you, or you have saved money, so now you can see what will be a new relationship with a significant person that will be started. 8th house of intimacy. This is on the axis to the finance and assets, so this could also be called the liabilities, the debts. Here's other people money, so what you invested in other people or in other companies, or also your kundalini energy and the inheritance and taxes. And 6 of Swords, it's about a necessary transition, relocating, moving on, continue. So and this is on the axis of the finances, so this has also triggered the need to take a move out to the unknown in your financial situation. 9th house, travel house, the seeking, travel to foreign countries, or the inner journeys to your own beliefs and truths. So this is also where you have your religion. And 4 of Pentacles is about desire for security, fear of change, conservation, frugality. So fear, money fears. So since there are a lot of dynamics here in your private and work area, you have the sense of need to get control, have some area where I have control, my beliefs. So you can get a little rigid about your beliefs, because that is something that you can cling on as a core of yourself. But when you hold something so hard, it can get quite lifeless and not vital. So be observant about how hard you cling on to your beliefs, because we are in the retrograde collective energy. So it is time to see what can let go. And 11th and 12th houses are more about doing that transition. So we will come to that. Your 10th house is about reputation, the career house. And here we have the serpent with the 4 cups. And the 4 of cups is about apathy, feeling unfulfilled, disconnectedness, but also about contemplation. But it is an energy of being self-absorbed. So this gives me the impression of both licking your wound and also being hard to yourself. And what you see about yourself and your reputation, you this is in the sign of Pisces, and here we have Neptune going retrograde. So how this energy is perceived correctly or not, if the view of you or your reputation and your career, if you perceive it correctly or not, this you should challenge and question, because this is Scorpio, Pluto, changing energy, like the death card. It's about transformation. The 11th house is about, they call it the edge here. It's about friendship, group creativity, community, humanity, common goals, startups. I perceive it here in Aries with the fierce energy of the ruler of Aries, Mars, in your 11th house, that you are seeking a new foundation to connect to a new community. And I think you already have found it, but now it will get activated and you will take that step forward to actually walk into that energy and become part of this new community. And you have some experience that will help you make this leap and also be of great use to that community, because you have experience that you bring into that co-workship. This is on the axis to the 5th house. So that stalling you feel about your passion of transformation, it will get manifested here later this year with finding a new context, a new community to belong to. And in your 12th house, the house of retreat, escape, where you can hide out to release and rethink and contemplate things on a deeper level. Here we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is about giving or receiving help, to be generous, giving charity or sharing. This is on an earthy level. Money, possessions, food, clothes. But this is a very healing card for you. And you see these two persons, these women's, are looking at each other. And I see Orion here also looking down to the 11th house here. So your beliefs, and you're seeking for new community where you can heal by sharing your story, your experiences, your current situation in the work and family area. Will be very healing for you, and make this full leap in finance kind of not so challenging for you. It will feel that that's a part of life that add to my experiences, and not being in control, to be in the collective flow of energies. I'm not alone here. So to sum up here, you are experiencing the retrogrades right now, and you are in the process of changing many areas in your life. You're shredding your skin, and it will be very healing for you. It will be a great relief. I sense that the connectedness you feel, you will almost get a sacred feeling inside of you of the calmness and the stillness inside you. That will be a treat, a resource that you will acquire, that will be the strength, one of your bigger strengths, that you will have access to the rest of your life. Okay, hope you like this reading. It was a great reading, a challenging reading to make. I wish you all the best, all the love I can give to you. And if you like this, please hit like, hit subscribe, please comment. I love your feedback. And now I will put out the cards for the extensive reading that will be uploaded on my Patreon. So please become a patron and you can see the extensive reading. So let's get the information for Gemini, for the extensive reading, what Gemini needs to know from the divine guides. I will put 3 cards to clarify each card. So here we have the Chariot, the 10 of Swords, and the High Priestess in the first house to clarify your 8 of Cups here. And in the second house, we clarify the Fool with the World. You already have in the 6th house also the 8 of Swords and 3 of Swords. The Moon card in your 3rd house will be clarified with 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands and 6 of Swords. And the 4th house card, Princess of Swords, will be clarified with King of Cups, Page of Wands and the Hierophant. And the 5th house card, the Death, will be clarified with Knight of Pentacles, 9 of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. Great. New beginnings. And the 6th house card, the World, will be clarified with 8 of Cups and the Star, and 9 of Pentacles. And the 7th house card, 10 of Pentacles, will be clarified with 6 of Pentacles. The Lovers. Wow, what's happening here? And the Devil. Exciting energies. And the 8th house card, 6 of Swords, will be clarified with Ace of Wands, 4 of Swords, and 8 of Pentacles. And the 9th house card will be clarified. Sorry, the 9th house card, 4 of Pentacles, will be clarified with the Emperor, 6 of Wands, and the Moon. And the 10th house card, 4 of Cups, will be clarified with 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and 3 of Cups. Lot of emotions. And the 11th house card, Princess of Cups, will be clarified with 6 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and 10 of Pentacles. And finally, the 12th house card, 6 of Pentacles, will be clarified with Justice, the Sun, and 5 of Swords. Okay, I'm excited to see you on Patreon, and where I can share my extended readings for July 2020 for Gemini. Have a great month and see you soon again. Bye bye.